I was telling someone recently, I have major regrets about my sexual past. And depending on what crowd I'm with, one crowd will say, why? You should be happy about that. I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that. A sexual past is the result of insecurity. It has nothing to do with sex drive or the male sexual imperative. It's 100% insecurity. You have a spiritual, innate spiritual desire to create life, to reproduce, to multiply, to be fruitful, not to screw. There's a difference between having sex to create life and create something for yourself. And I'm not talking about the ego, build a kingdom for yourself kind of thing. I'm talking about let's just get down to nature. There's a difference between that and just blowing your load in 20 different women every month or on them. It's fulfilling for 5 seconds. It serves no purpose. And the deception and trickery and fuckery that accompanies it degrades a man's soul. It wears away on your character. It makes you less virtuous. Men high-five each other for how many women they've had. Men, I have a friend who only had sex with his wife. Imagine that. I want to high-five him. Boy, that would be wonderful to have been with one person. I think that now. I do. You might think that too in the future if you're a man. So don't be all sad about being an incel. I have nothing against incels. Nothing against the involuntary celibate man. Don't be ashamed of the fact that you haven't had sex or haven't had a lot of sex. Do not. But don't be intoxicated by the breast of a forbidden woman either. Prostitutes are not the answer. A man with 25 sex partners is different than a woman with 25 sex partners. Or do you get all egalitarian and say, well, it's the same. What about men? Ladies, stop it with the what about men. That door does not swing in both directions. You having 25 men in and on you is different than a man being in 25 different women. A man deposits something in you, a life force in you that stays in you. It gets absorbed by your body. This is why women go a little bit wacky, a little bit wackadoodle, because you're taking all these energies in you from all different directions. Maybe it's one at a time. I've only had boyfriends. I'm not a slut. Well, you might have had just one guy after another your whole life, with a couple in between. I'm not pointing the finger. I'm saying that it affects you mentally and emotionally. It's at your core. You can't do it. And if you've done it, how do you undo the damage? Well, you can mitigate it. You can't undo it. And it takes effort. So don't buckle down and double down and defend it, because it makes you more mentally ill and you spiral deeper into darkness. And I don't want to say craziness, but irrationality. Why can't we just all get along? We can if we stop the bullshit. As Coach EO would say, cut the bullshit. And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.